regular council meeting of the Village of Armada will now come to order. Will everyone rise for the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you kindly. Clerk, call roll, please.
Clark?
Here.
Cronin?
Here.
Wolak?
Here.
Ballard?
Here.
Sledge?
Here.
Belkey?
Here.
We'll have our park commissioner back here next
Next meeting.
for sure. Next is approval of the agenda. What's the council's wishes, please?
Mr. President, I move the agenda be accepted as presented.
Support. Moved and supported by Ballard and Clark. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. At this time, the floor is open up for citizen comments. Name for the record? 3 minutes? Nobody wants to address the council. So next is the presentations. We don't have any tonight. Administrative reports is next. Commissioner liaison reports. Code enforcement report is in your packet. And the planning commission minutes in your packet also. Commissioners, please.
Mr. President, please, council, refer to my, it's not 10 pages this week, it's two pages, 2 pages of notes. First issue is pretty important. We've got a plumbing problem at the water treatment plant. As council knows, we're trying to change the media in 2 of our 4 filtration vessels. We don't have an effective way, as the system was built back in 2005, I guess, an effective way to shut each individual vessel off so that you can void the water out of it, pull the media out, replace the media. To do this, the plan had been, I guess, to use compressed air, which could shut off individual vessels. It is not a safe way to do business. If something happens to that compressor, we have a power outage, any number of vacuum lines burst, anything like that, you've got a significant mess on your hands. The way to resolve that is to replace 8 12-inch caps and 8 6-inch caps on the set of 4 vessels. Technically, we only need to do 2 vessels now. But as the write-up indicates, because of the likelihood now that we may have issues doing the arsenic detention project because of the high cost, a better use of the ARPA money that we have, I haven't brought that to council, but a better use of that money may be to do the 2 remaining filtration vessels. That ARPA money about covers the cost. What we're proposing here is to do the 2 vessels that we need to exchange the media in, and while those vessels are down, also do vessels 1 and 2. So in other words, we're focused on vessels 3 and 4, but while we take those out of service, it's prudent to do vessels 1 and 2, get them all done. It will take 1 day. And we've indicated in here the cost to do this is $8,100. I have that amount of money in my repair and maintenance in my budget. Later on in the year, I'm probably going to have to reallocate a little bit because this was unexpected. It's not planned. But we'll do the 4 vessels, and it turns out that the parts have shown up. They are in stock, and McIntyre's water service is able to come out on Thursday to do this repair. So I'm gonna move forward unless council's got a significant objection about this, to get all of these caps replaced, to include the diaphragms, which haven't been changed in 15 years. It's good maintenance to do, and this provides mechanical shutoffs on each of the vessels. One snag is that we obviously have to check with Eagle to see if a permit's required, so that's been submitted to Eagle, and I'm waiting to hear back. So there may be a delay, but I have to, I don't see a way to move forward and replace the media without changing these caps. Changing the caps, and 2 of them was planned as part of this operation, with the exception that McIntyre, for whatever reason, forgot to order the 6-inch caps. So we've got that all resolved now, I hope, knock on wood. And so they will be ready to go this Thursday, subject to Eagle's approval. And I'd like to see if there's any council concerns about doing this. Again, money's in the budget to do
This
it.
is at the arsenic treatment plant, right?
Well, it's a water treatment plant.
Right.
It's a water treatment plant.
Yeah.
So the
It's at the sewer?
no, this is our,
Okay,
The water.
yeah, this is our
Okay.
facility behind the DPW.
right, that's what I thought. I call it the arsenic.
Yeah. It's, well, what it's doing is it's removing arsenic and iron
Right.
from our groundwater. I would just add that, actually thinking about the price, it's a decent price for where we are today, and I've got free labor on it, so I want to jump on it.
Yeah. I think it's a good,
Go work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Council, I appreciate that. That said, I would expect everything gets done here, media will be replaced in May, so sometime in May, probably early part of May, if everything goes well. So, a couple other items. So we will, Chris, Steve, and I, Water, Sewer, Streets Commissioners, will meet with F&B Engineering Operations, that team, to start to discuss infrastructure upgrades, potentially in 2024 or shortly thereafter. We'll do that Friday, April 22nd at 1 o'clock. Things are moving forward with the summer intern. Got just about all the paperwork and such lined up with Fork County, who again, Fork County's paying $2,000 of it. Steve and I are paying $1,000 each for $2,000, and Michigan STEM Forward is paying $3,000 for this. Michigan STEM Forward manages the money. We simply get an invoice, they pay the taxes on it, and so on. So all we do is get a summer hire. Andrea Anoni is very excited. Steve and I are already lining up some jobs for her to do. She should be here at the 9 May council meeting where we'll introduce her in her fluorescent orange DPW shirt. So.
Will she be working for the,
Not
who will
F&B.
be supervising her?
Steve and I. Plan right now is 2 days a week she's going to work water projects, 2 days a week sewer projects, and then we give her 1 day to work with the DPW.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, will she be doing, like, work with the DPW, digging, cutting, sweeping?
Not probably stuff like that, but overseeing some things and maybe looking over some reports and stuff, just to kind of she can get a feel for working in a small community and the different things that we do here.
Yeah, she's
Between
gonna get it.
sewers and water and, stuff like that.
She'll be exposed to all facets of really the village operation, predominantly water and sewer, but she will come to council meetings. She will provide, she's going to provide a water update. She's going to provide a sewer update, at different meetings. Doug, she'll work with you guys. I'd like her to present an F&V operations report, right? So she's got her fingers in everything. Now, this is a biochemistry major, so I don't want to get her fingers too dirty working with the DPW, but it would be good for her to go out and look at distribution system issues and that kind of stuff. So I think it'll be a great opportunity for her, and she's very excited about it, and I'm happy we're able to move forward with this.
excuse me,
Yeah.
is there a pay scale for it?
We have to pay a minimum of $15 an hour, which is pretty darn good. It's more than I make at Ace Hardware. on my job.
So why don't you quit it?
I
He's not a biochemistry
summer,
major.
yeah. I can't be a summer
I don't
intern.
think you're getting $15 an hour for what you're putting in for the council.
Well, no, that's true. I think I get more per hour on that, but yeah, $15 an hour, then minus taxes, and the $7,000 for 9 weeks covers that. There may be a penny here or there that has to be adjusted, but
Some of that's being paid by the 4 counties, some of it by
Yeah.
what's them.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're, of the $7,000
You're
total,
paying too.
we're paying 2, and other entities are paying $5,000. So we get a good deal, and she's really our employee
Good for
for
her.
the time.
Our insurance on too? Our insurance?
She's covered by a policy that they have there, but I think our blanket, policy potentially covers her. It's probably a good
Yeah, I would
question.
have to ask, but I would assume so.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to ask, just to
Yeah.
make sure that,
So you're talking liability, Mark, or health insurance like that?
Well,
Well, not health.
She wouldn't be covered by
Yeah.
it.
Right, I'm just thinking
The liability.
liability is probably.
Yeah, Michelle can check, but typically like volunteers, interns.
Yeah, we're
will
covered
likely
with
be
all that,
covered.
with for sure,
Good.
volunteers,
Wouldn't
yeah.
hurt to get it to confirm.
Yeah.
We are we're gonna, I've already talked to the DPW about making sure that they, when she's working with them, stays away from the dump truck and the front end loader and that kind of stuff. And they can teach her how to respect that equipment. Gotta watch what you're doing.
well, and that's why too, we want her to have an orange vest on, just because
Yeah.
people aren't used to her being around,
Right,
and you know how things can be on a construction project.
yep.
You make eye contact all the time, even then it doesn't work. but-
Yeah. HydroCorp will be here to, I think we've indicated this before, to kind of wrap up their inspections of all of the non-residential properties, and they will be, from now till the end of July, doing some of the follow-on compliance inspections. When somebody has an issue and they fix the problem, HydroCorp's going to come back and double check, and so, but they'll be here predominantly on the 17th. And the last thing I got, just found out today, the county has contacted me. We've talked about the trail spur off of Church Street a couple of times, and that's moving forward. Jeff will probably get you involved because there is some kind of a easement potentially. I mean, they own the property, I guess, up to Depot Street to the edge.
Okay.
And I've asked for them to kind of tell me what they're thinking, but it's in county legal. You kind of know that
Yeah,
situation.
we
so-
went through that before.
Yes, we certainly did. They are motivated to try to do this for the village, so I think it'll all work out to everybody's advantage, but I gotta have that meeting and see what they're proposing. That's all I have, Mr. President.
okay, thank you.
Mr. President, Doug is here from F&B, and he'd like to say a few words.
Yes, good evening, Mr. President, Council. Just a few things. Was in contact with the DF Best, who's the electrical contractor. It's going to be doing the lighting and also some repairs at the plant. I was notified last week, and I notified Steve that the lights, the fixtures themselves are delayed in Atlanta until at least the 4th of May because of shortages and such. But they gave us an estimate of a little over $3,000 to do the electrical repairs in the sludge holding tank. Steve signed off on it, it's a fair price, and they're gonna get on it as soon as they can break some people away.
And you assured me nobody's got to get in a little boat to fix it, right?
No, that'd be me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm be holding the wire in the electrical cord. Something I forgot to bring up to Steve, we contracted Metro Sewer to come out to pump out the wet well, the holding well in the lift station on Franklin, Colonial. And also the wastewater plant itself where the water comes in. We've got a buildup of grease, and it's been about 6 months since they last came out. So that comes under our maintenance budget. They're coming out Monday the 17th. And last thing we had, Eagle came in today. It was an informal visit. He just wanted to look at the new biological units, asked us questions on the sampling. Everything went well. Dennis Ryan is his name. He came out. He was happy with the results that we're showing as far as the plant effluent. He came, there was issues at other places that he wanted to address with us, and we assured him basically it's a holding time of the samples that we send from here to Huntington. Within about a month or so, we're going to be sending all of our samples to Milan. They're getting up, F&V is setting up a lab down there. It's full service, so we won't be shipping overnight to Indiana, I'm sorry.